Hey, what's up? Matt Wilhelm here again with another episode of Hero Inside. So now that we know what a hero is, let's take a look at the total opposite of a hero. A villain, right? Well, maybe not so much, because if a hero is someone who steps out of the crowd to help, then the total opposite of a hero would be someone who doesn't step out of the crowd. Someone who just stands there. Something we call a bystander. Don't get me wrong, I think villains are bad, but I think that bystanders are just as bad and can make a bad situation even worse. Why are bystanders so bad? Because when they stand there and remain silent, they're basically saying, I think what you're doing is okay. I don't have a problem with this. Thinking back to my story at the dirt jumps, the bystanders definitely made the situation worse. When those guys first called me ears, the bystanders just stood there. Some of them even laughed and encouraged it. As the situation got worse, the people in the crowd remained silent. By not speaking up or doing anything, they were telling these guys, keep doing what you're doing. I don't have a problem with it. Even some of my own friends, people I had known almost my whole life, remained totally silent. Why does this happen? Why are people bystanders? Why don't they help? It happens because when there's a crowd of people, everyone is always afraid to be the first to act. And the more people who are in a crowd during an emergency, the less likely it is that someone will help. It's called the bystander effect. They're basically waiting for someone else to act first, or they're afraid of what other people will think about them. So they end up doing nothing. It's much easier just to blend in with the crowd and do what everyone else is doing. But here's the cool thing about bystanders. They have the power. So as soon as one person takes action to help, then everyone else in the crowd rushes in too. When one person acts, everyone else jumps in. It's just that people are afraid to be the first to act. That's why it's so important that you act first. That's what heroes do. So the next time you see a bullying situation and everyone else is just standing around, you should know that people do want to help. They might just be afraid to act first. In any bullying situation, bystanders have the power. It can be scary being the first to act, but that's what heroes do. They aren't afraid of what anyone else will think of them. They know that someone needs their help, and they spring into action. They transform from bystander to hero. Because after all, if you don't act, who else will?